marami rin nagtatanong, what's the use of that legal victory if, for all intents and purposes, China is largely controlling these features?
Thank you for that question. And it's very understandable yung ganyang attitude or perspective ng iba. No? And, we respect that, but at the same time, we should not lose heart. Actually, we should look at the positive thing. Kasi, ang ibig sabihin nun, malinaw na when you make decisions and when you do actions, you first think whether you're on the right or you're on the wrong. Having made that decision, you also know na yung paglakad minsan, you will have to exert effort. Hindi naman ako makakapunta ng Cubao pag hindi ako naglakad, pumunta sa isang bus stop at sumakay ng bus, dumaan sa mahabang traffic na naiinis ka, but eventually you reach Cubao. You have to go through those difficulties. This is true even in our ordinary lives. In the case of the South China Sea, nothing is so different. In the same manner, we make our decision to move in a certain direction with a certain objective, and that objective is right. Yung objective na yon, atin to, dapat makinabang tayo para sa henerasyon nito at sa darating na henerasyon at kailangan magkaroon ng kapayapaan. Kaya natin gagawin ito. Ngayon, hindi naman yan ilalagay sa table mo na, oy, okay, jackpot. No. Everything in life, we have to work for. There will have to be an effort. And what makes that victory sweeter at the end of the day is the difficulty that you go through. A character of a person is built on the basis of adversity. Through those adversity, slowly, a shape is chip. You chip, and that's painful. But after all those chipping, from a sculpture's perspective, you create an image, and the outcome is what you wanted. It's the same thing. We know our objective in the South China Sea. We already did the first step. Having done the first step, we move to the second step. Nakuha na natin, malinaw na kung ano yung atin. Dapat ngayon, pag-isipan na natin, paano natin i-implement to. Kasi merong ganitong bansa na ayaw tumanggap niyan. Pero, hindi ibig sabihin, dahil ayaw niyang tanggapin, tatanggapin ko na ayaw niyang tanggapin at sasama ako sa kanya. No, that's not the right attitude. What we have to do now is sit down, and think of a creative way, realistic, what is viable and what is not viable, and be consistent. So, ibig sabihin nito, kailangan natin ng right character, perseverance, patience. Why patience and perseverance? Because we know hindi ito mangyayari ng overnight. And so what that means therefore is, kung may ginawa tayo, tapos hindi kagad tinanggap, we should not immediately surrender. Rather, we have to be patient. This will take time. In the same manner that China, if you look at China, i-compare ko lang yung kanilang patience, for example, kahit wala sila sa tama, ginawa nito. So over a period of time, tingnan mo, from the 70s, Paracel's Island. Kahit na may opposition, may mga ganyan. And then later on, Fiery Cross Reef. And then in the 80s. And then in the 90s, Mischief Reef. And then in the 2000, Reed Bank. So you can see the consistency. Why can't we do the same thing when we are in the right? The more that we should be sticking to what is right and be consistent, constant. So we have to be patient. But at the same time, you have to be smart. You have to be smart in the sense of how are we going to implement this now? I think it is a wrong simplification or oversimplification to make a correlation between domestic setting in terms of application of law and enforcement of law versus international. Madali po sa domestic kasi sa domestic may korte ka, pag nakuha mo na yung decision, may police ka. That's easy. That's within domestic sovereignty. But international relations is quite different. It is legally binding, and that's most important. The enforcement, however, will be different, but it doesn't mean it's not enforceable. That's why for those people who says, this is an old thinking in the past, and you have to understand this in the context of the old appreciation of international, when they say not enforceable. When they were saying that in the past, ang ibig lang sabihin nun, hindi automatic, but it doesn't mean it cannot be enforced. the current thinking internationalists, it is enforceable, but the enforcement will have to be different in the context of
Okay.
differently from the way
May
domestic. So ibig sabihin, ano ko lang, you have
Sige
to
sir,
look
sige
at
sir.
your toolbox and look what is the available tools to make sure that this is enforced over a
Hmm.
period of time perhaps, but this is where character comes in.
Okay, pag-usapan natin yung actual enforcement kasi baka inisip ng iba, hindi naman na-enforce ng Pilipinas yan tsaka ng international community. Let's talk about the specifics. For instance, the fact that we're filing diplomatic protests over and over again, is that an indication that we are actually enforcing it? Number two, yung freedom of navigation. The fact na kahit nangaharas yung China dyan, may presence sila dyan sa vital waterway, dumadaan pa rin yung ibang mga bansa. Lumilipad pa rin, for instance. Are these indications that we're actually enforcing this kahit hindi pa natin na-achieve yung pinaka-objective?
Okay. Christian, sagutin ko lang yan in this way kasi number one, I don't want to presume myself as being part of the team working on
Yes,
this
sir.
issue.
Yes, sir.
I am not part of that. And out of respect, I do not wish to preempt that group out of courtesy and respect also. I will answer that question in the context of how we look at it at the time because anyway, you can do correlation. Makikita mo yung similarity. So at the
Okay.
time, yung enforcement, for example, number one, yung unang tanong mo, yung protest. Yeah, it's very important to make a protest. It has both legal consequence and also political security consequence. On the legal perspective, ganito yan. And you can see, first one has to understand ano ba yung ginagawa ng China. So i-occupy niya and then pag na-occupy niya na, he stays. So hindi legal yung kanyang pamamaraan. And then later on, pag nakuha niya na yun, possession, he will try to legalize it slowly and create a habit. Let me correlate it para mas maintindihan natin sa domestic setting. Di ba pag pumunta ka sa probinsya, marami pang mga lupa, walang titulo, pero ikaw nagbibigay ng kadastral, alam mo na iyo yun, etc. Pero pwedeng puntahan ng ibang tao yun. At minsan, ang land grabber, mayaman, may mga goons, occupy nila yun. No? Pag inoccupy nila yun at tumahimik ka lang over a period of time, and for lawyers, we know this already in civil law, yung prescription. If you are in good faith possession, that land will become yours in a matter of 10 years. And if you are in bad faith, 30 years, it becomes yours. And yung prescription na yan is a modality of acquiring ownership over that piece of property. Hindi siya eksakto sa international relations or international, but there is a similarity. The historical aspect of acquiring. So, siya, inoccupy niya, and then i-build up niya ngayon, i-consolidate niya yung kanyang pag-aari kuno doon. And then, over a period of time, yung tinatawag na acquiescence. So, a legal term doon, acquiescence, yung parang,
Pagpayag.
pumapayag naman, hindi mo naman connection eh. So, adverse claim yung ginawa ko and nag-acquire ka. So, after many years, and that's why sabi ko, we have to be patient. Hindi masusolve ng isang administration to, but every administration must realize this. No? And so that acquiescence can mature, the same way sa prescription, into a legal title. And that is, and then this is also consistent with another modality, a very most recent one that was generated by the case sa Palmas Island, yung tinatawag na effective jurisdiction. Na kahit na, briefly lang doon sa Palmas Island, meron tayong isla down south, nasa Treaty of Paris, yung isla na yun, ang tawag doon Palmas Island. Sa atin yun, legally, historic title plus cession title. Pero because in the Netherlands, the Dutch established a foothold there over a period of time, flying the Dutch flag, Dutch school, etc. for the Indonesians. Eventually, we lost it. And we have to avoid that. This is exactly what China is trying to do dito sa South China Sea. And so we have to be alert. And so we need to show to the world and to China we're not acquiescing. And to do that we are not acquiescing, we protest. Every single activity is important. Politically, what does it send? It sends a political message to China that we know what you are doing. Alam namin kung anong ginagawa mo. Hindi kami nag-a-agree dyan. And for every opportunity within peaceful means, we will protest.